Hi everyone, I'm Kara Suboy, joined by Josh Lowenson, CNET's Apple expert, and we're here to talk about some iPhone 5 rumors. Now Josh, June 29th marks the anniversary of the iPhone. 5 years ago the first debuted, and we've come a long way since. Looking back at that first model, it feels sort of prehistoric.
It does.
Wouldn't you say?
I mean, when the first phone came out, no one thought it was going to do well. It was $600, it didn't have apps, you couldn't take the battery out, it didn't have a keyboard. These were all things that people really didn't know what to do with. I mean, it was a completely different kind of smartphone at the time. And now, obviously, the rest is history. They've sold more than 200 million. That's a huge part of Apple's business. And, you know, it's their key product.
Absolutely. So we've seen 5 versions of the iPhone so far, the last being the 4S, released in 2011. Everyone is waiting for the new version. When could that possibly happen?
I think the rumors have pegged it for September or October, which is the same time they did it last year. And that's really a good time for them to release something. It's when, right around the holidays, people have some money to spend, they're not on vacation, and for a lot of people who bought it maybe a year or two ago, it's already past their 2-year contract. So they're ready to buy, they're eager.
So with the 4S, we saw the new addition of Siri, the talking voice assistant, and we also saw, a better camera, better screen. What kinds of improvements, big or small, are we going to see with this next version?
I think it's safe to say we'll see a faster processor, we'll see a better camera. The big rumor is actually that the screen will increase in size.
Wow.
And this sounds really unexciting for a lot of people. But keep in mind, a lot of competing devices from Google and Microsoft have these larger screens. And people are just getting used to them. And by comparison, Apple's kind of looks small and toyish. So I would definitely expect them to increase that. And if they don't, I think a lot of people are going to be asking, why not buy a larger device?
So we may actually see a hardware change, the first hardware change in a couple of models then.
Correct, and this was really a rumor that was floating around well before the 4S, and actually for years before that, but Apple's really kept it the same. Although to their credit, that's really been nice for app makers because it's easier for them to make apps, and it's the apps from a few years ago work with your new phone. That's always been a benefit for them. There hasn't been the sort of fragmentation that's plagued Google.
Interesting. And what about some smaller changes or improvements to look out for?
Another one is that we'll have a new dock connector. There's been rumors of magnets like they use on their notebooks.
Sure.
And that's really kind of a big deal because the smaller you can make the port, the more size there is on the inside for other things, like maybe even a larger battery.
Well, a lot to look out for and keep our fingers crossed for. September, October, we'll check in with you then.
Cool.
Thank you, Josh. Josh Lowenson, I'm Kara Suboy, CNET.com. Thanks for watching.